Hello, Toads and Toadettes. With the recent announcement of Pikmin 1 plus 2, I am so excited to be able to play every single Pikmin game on Switch, obviously besides the one whose name I will not speak of. Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 have been on a lot of different Nintendo consoles, originating on the GameCube, moving over to Wii, and now meeting with the rest on Nintendo Switch. But there's one version that I think is the definitive version of these games, and that is the new Play Control Wii Ports. While it might be a little bit of personal bias in there, as these are the versions I grew up with, I still just think that these are better than the other versions. Now don't get me wrong, the GameCube and the Switch versions are literally 0.01% different than the Wii port. So if all you have is a Nintendo Switch, then go ahead, buy the HD remasters of these games. They look beautiful. But for today, I want to talk about why the Wii ports of Pikmin 1 and 2 are the definitive versions. First of all, we're just going to hit it off with the biggest reason why I believe these are the best versions, and it is the controls. I've heard some people complain about these controls, but honestly, to me, these controls just feel so natural. Using the nunchuck to move while using the Wii Remote sensor to move the whistle just feels so satisfying. Being able to move the actual whistle with the sensor feels so good. You can move it close to you or far away in literally like a millisecond. And I actually feel like I have better aiming while using the motion controls. The whistle also goes way farther in these Wii ports, which I liked a lot more. And also, I've heard camera complaints of the Pikmin game, but this Wii control format changes every complaint I had with the camera. Making Z the button to move the camera just makes it so easy to just move the camera around because your hand's already on the nunchuck. Your finger's likely on the Z button, so all you gotta do is just literally move the joystick and then press Z and boom, your camera's already moved. It feels so fluent, and I do it without even thinking. Like, just feels natural to me. Other stuff that is different in the Wii port that's also in the Switch port is Pikmin 1's bomb rocks. Before, when you would call a Pikmin, it would drop the bomb rock. And while I do think this was cool for combat, you know, being able to drop bomb rocks on enemies and stuff like that, I do think I like this change better. Maybe you accidentally throw a yellow Pikmin with a bomb rock and you just lose the bomb rock. I would find that stupid, and also I do think it makes the game a little harder. Also, the Wii ports introduced the feature to go back a day, which while you could still do it technically with the GameCube, you would have to turn your whole entire GameCube off, turn it back on, boot up Pikmin again, go through the title screen and all that, and this is just way more convenient. Now, the Switch version has kept the quality of life improvements, but it does not have the same sense of freedom with the whistle like the motion controls give you. Next reason is the widescreen and the slightly enhanced graphics. While the Switch does these things better, as the Switch is also widescreen and actually has HD graphics, which the Wii version did not have, this was still a step up going from the GameCube version not being in widescreen to the Wii ports having the widescreen. So pairing the widescreen, better graphics, and what I consider Pikmin's definitive controls together, this personally blew the GameCube version out of the park. Something interesting is that some of the enemy voice sound effects were actually changed in the Wii port. I'm pretty sure this is still in the Switch port as well, and that was kind of interesting. But the most important thing about the sound design that I like in the Wii version is how much the speaker on the Wii remote is used. It's used when you whistle, it's used when you disband, it's used when you throw Pikmin, pluck Pikmin, and even when you charge. I love the charging music. I love everything about it. And since these are actually commands that you use, having the music and the enemy sound effects on the actual TV and then having your own commands come out through the Wii remote makes it feel way more immersive. Obviously, that is a subtle change, and that is something people probably do not care about, but as a huge Pikmin fan, it makes me feel even more like Olimar. And there you have it, my Toads and Toadettes. That's why I think the Pikmin Wii ports are the definitive version of the first two games. Now, obviously, the Switch version has most of these features, aside from the controls and the cool sound design, which honestly make the Wii port for me. But the Switch version can be taken on the go as well, which is pretty neat. Really, either of these versions are interchangeable, and the Switch version is really close to the Wii version in my opinion. I just slightly prefer that Wii version. Also, just be expecting more Pikmin content. You know, Pikmin 4 was a big surprise for me, as Pikmin's literally my favorite Nintendo franchise. So expect a lot more Pikmin content coming in the future. Speaking of Pikmin content, I have more Pikmin content on my channel, as well as other Nintendo related content as well. If you did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing, as it does help out the channel. And who knows, maybe we'll have better luck in Pikmin 2 dodging all the bomb rocks and volatile dweevils falling from the sky in the caves. Love the bullcrap. And on that note, guys, I will see you in the next one.